The 2008 to 2009 Salmonella outbreak, which resulted in 9 deaths and 714 illnesses, is often framed as management deliberately released contaminated product, a human error of bad or the bad actors' narrative, right? Now, human factor analysis reveals system causation here. The behavior, the product tested positive for salmonella. Secondly, instead of investigating, product was retested. Thirdly, the retesting continued until negative results obtained and the product released based on negative results. All right. Now, the traditional framing here would be management made an ethical decision to release contaminated product, right? Well, the system analysis would say what system conditions made this rationale. Okay, instead of you remember that's how we start our model today. So we will start the investigation like this: what system conditions made this behavior rational from the actor's perspective? All right. The system condition number one is economic pressure. All right. The economic pressure include the following: first, the company operating on thin margin. That's the fact. And then the holding products equals the financial loss also. That's a fact. And then no buffer to observe cause of investigation also. And then the system condition now we can conclude that economic structure made holding product financially threatening, correct? Secondly, let's look at the system conditions number two, the regulatory gap here. First, no requirement for environmental monitoring at the time, and no requirement to investigate positive results at the time, and there was no prohibition on retesting until negative, and there was no system conditions. The regulatory structure allowed the behavior. That's system condition number two, regulatory gap. Let's look at the system condition number three, information asymmetry. Okay, first, the management knew test results. Secondly, customer didn't know test results. Thirdly, no transparency requirements there. And fourth, system conditions there, information structure enabled the concealment, right?